Here's the 3-page letter addressed to Governor Sununu, signed by Pamela Smart. 3 pages written within the 695-page petition for commutation of sentence. It starts with, "Dear Governor Sununu, I am writing to humbly request your mercy and compassion. Without executive intervention, I will die in prison."
But we are hoping to come fresh and clean to a new set of eyes in light of what's happened in the 30 years, to ask for, basically, mercy.
Pam Smart's attorney, Robert Jusium, says the governor and executive council are not being asked to change the verdict, but the punishment, to commute her life sentence to time served or amend it so that she has a chance to go before a parole board. She is serving life without the possibility of parole in a New York State prison, the mandatory sentence when found guilty of accomplice to murder 28 years ago.
Pamela Smart is remorseful and regrets, every day lives with the fact that her conduct with Billy Flynn was part and parcel of the background leading to her husband's death.
In the letter to the governor, she says, "When I was 22 years old, I made the worst mistake of my life," telling the governor what she told us in 2 prison interviews, that her mistake was becoming romantically involved with Bill Flynn. She writes, "I never wanted nor asked Mr. Flynn to murder Greg." On the stand, Billy Flynn told the court he was responsible for shooting Pam Smart's husband inside their Derry condo on May 1st, 1990.
I pulled the trigger.
Billy Flynn was a 16-year-old student, Pam Smart the director of media services in the school district. All 4 teen boys convicted for their roles have been released. Billy Flynn in 2015 after serving 25 years, along with Patrick Randall, who held down Greg Smart, Raymond Fowler, and Vance Latomy, also paroled. In her letter to the governor, Pam Smart writes, "The 2 people who forced Greg to his knees when I was not there and stood over him as he was shot are now both free on parole, as are others who played a role."
They did it, and they're out. She is charged and convicted of being an accomplice, and she's in for life. To put it another way, she's sentenced to die in prison.
Her legal team calls her sentence grossly disproportionate, asserts judicial and juror misconduct at a media-frenzied atmosphere unacceptable by modern legal standards, questions the validity of recorded conversations with student Cecilia Pierce entered into evidence, and says jurors cried and expressed shock and disagreement after learning the sentence was mandatory life without parole. The filing also lists thousands of petition signatures and letters of support from inmates, prison chaplains, and notables like activist Gloria Steinem and the author of the book-made movie To Die For. Pam Smart also highlights degrees earned behind bars and her dedication to teaching and church, saying, "Greg's giving and loving spirit was my inspiration for doing so and the motivation for my survival." She tells the governor, "I am not the selfish, cold, and uncaring woman I have falsely been portrayed. I pose no risk, and I am praying that you withhold judgment until you and the executive counselors read my pleas, and that mercy, compassion, and fairness will guide your decision." You've spoken with Pam. What is her level of hope that this petition will be heard by the governor, executive council, and lead to freedom?
Well, I think everybody is entitled to hope. There is great hope if people actually read or have someone brief them on what's in the petition.
And the legal team is asking the governor and executive council to consider this request, even though the attorney general's office previously recommended against a sentence reduction, tonight saying it stands by that same response. And tonight, Governor Sununu tells News 9 Pam Smart will go through the same legal procedure as anyone else.
We have a process in New Hampshire that's a good process. It's a fair process that allows people to come forward and have a hearing before the governor and executive council. And if the council chooses to do that, we'll do it.
Now, if a hearing is held, all families and defendants in the case would be invited to speak. Smart's entire petition is posted on WMUR.com. Live in studio, Jean Mackin, WMUR News 9.